Hello, day 30, we made it. Today's subject is FND won't stop me because, and I'm going to change that a little bit because I have a different outlook on chronic illness than a lot of people. So disclaimer, whatever works for you, fantastic. I am not judging, I am not here to say who's right and wrong. I'm just going to talk about what works for me. And so I don't subscribe to the warrior mindset anymore in regards to my body, as in fighting my body, fighting an illness, fighting. I'd still obviously fight as an advocate, I fight for equal rights, I fight for accessibility, all of those things, but as fighting myself, I have made a decision not to do that because it's detrimental to my health. I don't do well with the black and white scenarios. I don't do well with fighting because if I fight to win, then it means there's an option to lose, and I don't cope well with losing. So I have to remove that. And I don't want to fight my body. I'm very lucky to have the body I've got. It might be a bit broken, it might not work the way that I would like it to, but I have it and it's the only one I've got. So it's not like a video game where I can quit game, restart with a new fresh body. Although don't let me fool you, I bloody well thought about it often enough. Well, that sounds a bit scary. What I meant is I've thought about having a new body would be really nice and not quitting life. Okay, so because of that, because I don't subscribe to nothing will beat me, actually saying FND won't stop me because would be a lie, because I think FND will stop me sometimes, and my other chronic illnesses will and do stop me sometimes. And I've had to learn to give myself permission for that, because for so long I'm not going to let it stop me, and I'm not going to let it define me, and I'm not going to be this, and I'm not going to be that. And it was really bad for my mental health. And so actually on days when I feel really bad and it does stop me from doing things, I have to say that's okay. I have to. So there will be things that FND stops me from doing. It does every day stop me from doing things. And if I was to dwell on that, then that's when problems come for me. I will spiral down into this mental black hole of depression about what I can't do anymore and how awful that is. And it is awful in lots of ways. And it does define me in lots of ways. It does. And I have had to come through the other side of that and be okay with that. My limitations, my physical limitations, do stop me, and they do define elements of me, what I can and can't do. And I've had to become okay with that. But on the other side of it, I won't let FND stop me living my life to the full. I've just had to reframe it. And interestingly, things that didn't interest me as much, sort of outdoor activities, although I've always liked those kinds of things, I've not been driven to do whitewater rafting or anything like that. But because I can't do a lot of things, I'm now thinking, well, what accessible adventures are there out there for me? What could I do? I've seen people climbing mountains in wheelchairs. There are guided activities with people that enable people with physical limitations to do things. I think it's incredible. So just to sum up, FND won't stop me from living my life to the full. I will just reframe it. I will just change the parameters. I will just change my destinations in life to fit in with what is and isn't possible for me. And that's something I've come to terms with and I'm okay with most of the time. Sometimes I'm not okay with it and I still rage against it and get upset. but I'm human, so that's going to be the case, isn't it? We're all human. So I'm not going to let FND stop me being me. I'm still me. I'm still dorky. If you know me, you know I am the dorkiest dork that walks this planet. Yeah, and I'm still light-hearted and loving and giving, and I won't let it stop me being any of those things. But it will stop certain things in my life, and it has done, and I'm okay with that. And I hope that you find a peace in what FND stops you from doing, and I hope you find a way to keep all of the elements of your life that you want in your life despite FND. And I just wanted to say, it's okay if your chronic illness, no matter what that is, stops you from doing things sometimes. Give yourself permission to be okay with that. And it's okay if you choose to say, my condition, my disability does define me. And I do. I don't mind. It's like saying I don't have 2 legs when I have got 2 legs. It's a part of me, and I have to embrace it and use that to grow as a person. So give yourself permission to say, actually, this does define me some days. I don't know if you needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. So I thought you might need to hear that. I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you ever so much for everything that you have done to support me and everyone else going through FND Awareness Month this month. And stay in touch. Take care now. Bye bye.